combine's dirty. I guess we're gonna have to not harvest today and clean it. Hard to believe it's almost noon. I had a heavy fog this morning, so I went to the bank, took care of some of that kind of stuff. Had to go get the belts for the dryer. Just got back, heading over to the grain bins. It's 11 o'clock and the fog is still heavy. Yeah, fodder's pretty wet. Hopefully we'll be running some corn here this afternoon and have the dryer going over there at the new grain bins. George and Larry are hauling some loads out of the other grain bins so that we can finish those fields over there and top those bins off. It'd be a great day to harvest beans. Alright, I think we're ready to start the dryer. So get that thing going. My spidey senses tell me George is just about here. It's noon. He hasn't ate lunch yet. We have the food here.
Breakfast of champion, or dinner champions, see? Beanie wins, can't beat them. Breakfast and dinner.
Take a bite. People gotta see it. Take a bite. Oh, there it is.
Mmm.
Alright, I'm gonna head over to the grain bins and I'm gonna help my brother and George haul corn today, and then hopefully we can get going this afternoon. Like I say, we're still hauling the centers out of those bins over there. Got a couple more loads to haul in, and then I don't know where we're gonna run, but say we're gonna run corn somewhere tonight. They got over there and parked the truck. I don't know what happened, but number one bin was dumping into the leg. Leg wasn't taking it away quick enough. Leg's still running. It's cleaning out right now. I guess it's a good thing I got here when I did. George just left as I was pulling in, and I think we're about to burn some belts. Leg belts are cooked. Alright, as it turns out, this holding bin was completely full. And that's why the leg was making so much noise. Wasn't a place for the corn to go. We have put new belts on the leg. Now you may be wondering, you guys have lights on pressure switches to tell you when that bin's empty. We do. They lied. But before we can put those leg belts on, we have to actually go get some leg belts because we used our spare set. It's your turn to change the leg belts this year. Me and Dad's been up there once. Alright, the leg is full of grain on one side of it, so the belts need replaced. If we cut them belts, that leg is going to run backwards because it's got a lot of weight on half of it. So what we got to do is vacuum that grain out. So where grain vac would really be handy instead of a shop vac, but we are in the process of rigging up a grain vac. Alright, here's a status update. At one time we tried to rig a grain cleaner to this dryer like we have with the other dryer. There really wasn't enough space. But the blower is still here, or the cleaner part of it. Well, we also had it rigged up to where we could use it as a vacuum at one time. We just never really did. So we're going to try to rig that up. There's a pipe running right up here, right out into that truck. We're going to try to rig that up to vacuum that grain out of that leg into that trailer. Hey, George. Ooh. Yeah, you got so much power. That thing ain't gonna work at all. I don't think this idea is gonna work, Pop. I believe the kids would call this an epic fail. Alright, BJ's vacuuming the leg out. I'm gonna run down there and get a load of gravel. It's a little wetter here than I was thinking it was. Dad just got stuck in his pickup, turned around in the field. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to harvest there or not, but where we dug that drainage tile to drain out these grain bins, apparently it rained enough that all settled and we got a heck of a ditch in the middle of the driveway. So I'm gonna have to load of gravel real quick before they close. All right, Dad and BJ, they're still vacuuming think they about got wrapped up, but while they're vacuuming, I'm gonna get my combine out and fuel it up and see what we can do that head. Now I know compared to most of the Midwest, we're not remotely waterlogged just yet, but I still don't think we're gonna harvest today. Gonna have everything ready to go tomorrow. I almost hate to say this because my luck it'll turn wet and we'll never finish, but we are not behind. We're actually doing pretty good timing wise. So I guess if this was this time last year, mid-November or something, we'd definitely be going today, but it's late October. We have about 2 weeks left of harvest, so I don't feel any need to go rut up our fields if we don't have to. Plus, we got to fix that leg tonight. That means one of us is gonna have to climb to the top, put new belts on. Forgot, turn the battery off. Yeah, when I parked this thing, I knew it was about to rain, so killed the battery. That should help. Still working on the leg, but I got me the taxi service. All the parts for the head are on my pickup, and they're at the other grain bins. So, and I'm avoiding running the vacuum right now to clean out the leg pit. So.
No, you wouldn't do that.
No, I'm doing what I was told. BJ's got it handled. I only got one vacuum.
Dryer's still running good.
Looky there. Dad finally broke down and bought one of them high-dollar fire extinguishers, so we're fire safe. That's a problem. You know, replacing this sprocket bearing. I think I gotta replace the whole sprocket.
I have an impact on it in mine.
Like Welker's tried to run that thing through the combine. I think I'm gonna take one of my old GoPros that doesn't work real well. I'm gonna drop it off the top of the grain like it's now we're cooking with peanut
Them
oil.
got grooves. It didn't groove.
Alright, I think we got our sprocket just about replaced. Alright, now we got that sprocket changed. We're gonna put new knives on one unit to see if that helps it feed any better. So having issues with both my ends, not feeding the greatest. So hopefully this will help. Hopefully. While we're doing that, combine needs fuel. I strategically parked it by the fuel tank for a reason, so we might as well fuel it up. Looking pretty sharp. That was a corny joke.
You should probably just quit for the night, Brian.
Just need to stay in the combine. After we install the knives, we have to turn it just to make sure we have the right clearances. So this guy was there turning the PTO, and he was making sure the knives weren't going to hit. Last one.
That's it.
Yeah, we've made a lot of progress. We've got 2 rolls out of 16. All right, we successfully replaced 1 row's worth of knives. So. But it's pretty dark, so I think we're gonna start cleaning everything up.
Pretty sure if we get an early start tomorrow, we can get 2 done.
Yeah, maybe. Probably not, because we're gonna have to go after knives if we did. What do you think? Keep it in case we need a spare? Take out the trash. I think my windows need cleaned. You guys want to take bets on whether or not I do it? Almost lost my coffee cup. Hopefully the government juice don't make it rot away. If you didn't know, that stuff that's supposed to make the air cleaner, highly corrosive. Alright guys, if you hang tight, I'm going to go over the results of our plot that we did on Thursday. So yeah, we'll roll that in now. Hey guys, we're going to go over the plot data that we collected on, it was actually last Thursday. It's the day that the Lexion got here. So, alright, first before we go over this data, I want to make a couple things known. Now, this plot, I probably wouldn't even go over because I don't think it's going to be very conclusive because of several things. For one, the river got into this field and drowned out a strip through most of it. I think the drowned out strip was pretty even across all these varieties, but it's definitely something we weren't really planning on. Plus the plant window, this plot was planted anywhere from May 8th to May 25th. So there's a wide range there, so keep that in mind while we're going over this. The first variety we had in there was Sea Consultants 1087. We had 1.2 acres that we weighed. The moisture is 13.6. We made that 217.1.
May 9th is the next variety. It was Sea Consultants 1105. 1.2 acres, 13.7 moisture, 214.3. The next variety, Sea Consultants 1139, planted May 16th. 1.2 acres, 14.7 moisture, 202.5. Next variety, planted May 21st, DeKalb 6155, 1.2 acres, 15.1. It made 201.9. Next variety, planted May 22nd, Pioneer 1197, 1.2 acres, 15.8% moisture, 220.8. Moving down, we have Channel 209-15 VT2P, which is the variety that won our plot last year. 1.2 acres, 16.3% moisture, 230.8. Next variety is Channel 213-19. 1.2 acres, 17.2% moisture. We have that at 237.8. The next variety is a Seed Genetics 1098, 1.17 acres, 17.7% moisture, 220.3. And then the last one on the list that we have is a Sea Consultants 1043. It is 1.1 acres, 21.1% moisture, made 219.3. I didn't shrink any of these. These are the weights that Dad wrote down in the combine. So, yeah, like I said, keep in mind the plant dates, keep in mind the issues we had in the field. But I figured we talked about this plot while we were doing it, so we should tell you guys how it did. Basically, how we did this plot, every time Dad would switch a variety, he would go down to this field and make a down and back. Now, we only harvested one swath of that down and back, just basically to save time, because we were trying to get that field done. But yeah, that was the results of our plot. Like I said, we didn't shrink any of these. These are the raw weights off the grain cart, so also keep that in mind. But thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you've seen, follow us on Instagram at Brian's Farm Views and Facebook at Brown Farms. My wife has really been working up a storm in here in the office, getting the merchandise ready. We've got hats, we've got Brown Farm shirts, we've got hoodies coming, toboggans, stickers, magnets. She's got a bunch of stuff in the works. So check that out at www.briansfarmvideos.com. And we'll see you in the next one. The next video is a harvest video. I promise.